My name is Michael Westley. I am the Media and Special Events Coordinator for the Utah Pride Center. I've been here for just a few months. Actually, I was brought on just before our annual Pride Festival to help coordinate that, and have been asked to stay. So a lot to look forward here. We are in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're in Salt Lake County. I was born here and have lived here for all of my 34 years.
What's it like to grow up gay in Utah?
Growing up in gay in Utah was a bit of a trip. I think probably more important for my journey was having grown up Catholic in an LDS, in a predominantly LDS suburban neighborhood about 15 miles southeast of the city center. And that area out there it's very LDS. And I experienced a great deal of discrimination for just not being one of the flock out there, and I think that really shaped a lot about who I became. It certainly has shaped a lot about what I feel towards the LDS people in the LDS church. And then when it came by the time I came out, I really had already learned how to carve my own niche here. I went to a Catholic high school and learned along the way how to find people that are more similar to me. Once I became an adult and I'd already learned that skill, living in Salt Lake City is actually very easy. It's a really wonderful place to live. We live in the relative cool shadow of the LDS church here. Crime is low. Family values are high. The area is beautiful. The people are friendly, they're helpful, volunteer spirit is higher than ever anywhere else. So we actually get to enjoy a really high quality of life on a lot of levels because the LDS people are the predominant culture.
And what would you say it's like for like the queer community, like in Utah?
The queer community in Utah is a vibrant, fairly large, vibrant population. For years, they've batted around the statistic that it's, per capita the third largest in the country. I don't know about that. I do know that it is a hub in the western region for gay folks that come out, having grown up in rural areas, especially if they were raised LDS in Idaho or Wyoming or southern Utah. Then Salt Lake City is the next largest, safest city that they come to. So we get a lot of that population here. And because of that, you've got a pretty vibrant group of folks that are just really trying to figure out who they are. And right at the doorstep of, such a conservative, dominant, major cultural player. And it definitely shapes that. But because of that difference, we also have this kind of really cool cohesion. We know we're a little different than everybody else here, and that kind of drives some of our identity and showing us who we get to be, and that gives us community.
Can you talk a little bit about the connection between like Prop 8, Utah, California, and like the LDS Church?
Proposition 8, the passing of Proposition 8 really took, I think, everybody by surprise. And from my vantage point, I saw especially the younger groups of kids, 25 and under, 30 and under, that I think really had been raised in a certain level of complacency and relative comfort about who they were. And when that actually was passed, I think, especially around here, they were outraged. They're absolutely outraged that how could something like this have been pulled, passed and gone through. And then to find out that the LDS Church had such a major role in goading its members to giving money to that, I think that was very hurtful. Since then, we've had a great deal of involvement from the community because they're not interested in just letting this slide again. They want to get involved, and it's great to see the youth get involved there because I feel like I think that they've realized that if they don't get involved or they don't stay involved or don't stay in touch with what's going on, that this could happen again.